Welcome to my channel and or back to my channel. My name's Adria and I'd like to think that I can sew, although every now and again, I don't know, so I made a video about it. If you want to hear it, here you go.
Trying to think what was the biggest issue with the dress.
Okay, so if you follow me on social media, TikTok, Instagram, then you know that I've been going to Frocktails. The last one I posted on here about was New York Frocktails, although I went to South Florida Frocktails again this year, which was held in April. I did not make a YouTube video about that. However, you can go to my Instagram or you can go to my TikTok and you can see what I made and you can just see some little, what was going on at the event. And also, if you haven't been to a Frocktails, I don't know what you're waiting on, okay? Because it's fun. And if you are connecting with people online, you follow people, you're making friends, you have to go. You have to, okay? So we're gonna say that and get that out the way. So what I'm here talking about right now. So I went to Chicago Frocktails, and it was an eventful weekend. We just gonna say, okay, because my daughter rode with me. We drove from Columbus, Ohio. So it was like 5.5 hours, which it wasn't bad. I was down for the little road trip. So that was cool. And then I had my company. So, man, I got a late start on the dress. Okay. That's all there was to it. I got a late start on the dress. I had my fabrics. The sequins I got from Z-Loof, the charmeuse. I got that from Fabric Mart. So I got my fabrics, picked out my pattern. I had my pattern picked out already because it was one of my options for South Florida. South Florida's was masquerade. So I wanted a gown. I just didn't know what kind of gown. And, I already had that one picked out. So when Chicago said that it was blues era, like jazz blues era, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna use this one. So honestly, I thought of like Etta James first, but then I was thinking, and I said Billie Holiday, okay, because for real, Lady Sings the Blues is one of my favorite movies with Diana Ross, but but also she's beautiful, and she was glamorous with her gowns and just the way she looked and how she carried herself, even though behind scenes, okay, that's another story, but that's who I was going for. That's the look I was going for. So I picked this pattern, I had these fabrics, and I got started late. And I'm trying to think if there was other things. I had a full schedule pretty much, and I had just wrapped up school. Well, actually, I was done with school, but I had my graduation on June 2nd. So that last week, I remember I was in a crunch, but I was like, I got this. I can get this done. So long story short, I didn't get it done. So I drove down there 5.5 hours. I was tired because I was up all night the night before. Get down there. I took my sewing machine and everything with us. I got like 1 hour sleep, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna get up. I don't have that much to do, so I'm gonna finish these things. Man, before I knew it, it was 7 o'clock. Party started at 6. Still didn't get it done. Still had a lot to do.
I think the dress has so many parts, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. It has so many parts. When I said the inside had those facings. So I thought when I left, I had one more facing on the inside that I had to put in, and I had the interface and everything. I thought I grabbed the fabric and the interfacing, and I did not. That was one thing. But I was going to make it work because it was on the inside, like nobody can see this, And then one of the other things was up top where the neckline connected to the little centerpiece and the shoulders. I had to slip stitch that. I had to slip stitch the underside. But then I was like, I'm just going to stitch in a ditch. And I started stitching in the ditch, and I didn't like it because I didn't quite stitch in the ditch, and you could see it. So I'm like, So it was just one thing after the next. I'm really sitting over here trying to think. I'm going to show you in just a minute, and then I'll talk about it. But another thing was the hem. So that charmeuse, like, Y'all, if y'all know, y'all know. I didn't know, okay, because I've never really sewn with it. So it was unraveling like crazy on the bottom at the hem. And I already said I was going to use my little stitch tape and like just do a quick little hem like I've been doing. But it was so much, it was certain parts of it that was unraveled, and then it was a little uneven. I'm just funny, okay? I'm just funny. Like, I be wanting stuff to be perfect, and it wasn't perfect for me, and my little feelings was really hurt. But maybe I'll throw it on. I'm about to get a shower and go check out this food, okay? So maybe I'll throw it on, and then y'all can see what it looks like. And I don't want to hear nothing. Don't tell me, oh, and I had to put the damn hook and eye on. Like, I had too many little things to do, and it was like 7 o'clock. I'm so sad because I wanted to wear it last night. Okay, so when I said I had to slip stitch stuff, see, I know it's little things. Y'all gonna be like, Adria, oh my God, okay. This kept popping out, so I had to slip stitch all this all the way around, both sides. See, I had to slip stitch all this. I had to do this one. This one was coming out looking funky. This is when I had to put my little hook and eye. It did take me a while to put the damn zipper in, so that was another thing. I had to take my stitches out and put it back in because it was opening up. This side, it wouldn't line up. See, I got it lined up, but it wouldn't line up. So this is the front. So this facing, see, it's pinned from the inside because I had to slip stitch this all the way like this on the inside. I ended up keeping this sequin panel in here because I didn't feel like re-sewing all this, recutting and re-sewing all this like I was talking. And it started coming out up here, and then I sewed it, and I sewed it up too far, so it was like this. Like, I was just having so many mishaps yesterday. But let me show y'all the hem, okay? All this fraying. Look at this. This part right here is bad. See all that? What was I supposed to do with that? I don't have no serger. I would have had to recut this. I was just like so frustrated last night. I just said, forget it. Okay, and when I was at home for a second, I thought about just doing a different bottom, right? Just make it something simple like a pencil skirt. But then I was like, at the time I didn't have this part sewn on, this lower portion. I was looking at this, and I said, that is really cute. Like, I like that, so I can't take it out. But, sweet baby Jesus. My little feelings is hurt, y'all. I really wanted to wear this. I was working on this, but I got started late. And I'm confessing to y'all that I'm a procrastinator, okay? I need help. I need intervention with that. You should have worn it.
Shoulda, coulda.
No one would have saw the hems. Well,
Man, look at all this. Look at all this fraying down here. They would have saw it. Yeah. It's not all the way zipped up in the back either, so it's a little loose. But, and even when I zip it, it's still like, it need to be a little more snug. But yeah. So, thankfully, I had a dress that I put in my bag. I made this I think I put 2020 or 2022. I made it a while ago, and I've never worn it. So I said, I'm going to put that in my bag for Sunday when we go fabric shopping. Okay, so I ended up having to wear that. And it worked actually because when you think about it, it was kind of like a swing dress, jazz era. It was kind of like a swing dress because when you spin, you get it's a circle dress, circle skirt. So you get a nice little spin to it. And I wasn't really feeling the black and white polka dots for the party, but with my accessories and the way I did my hair, my daughter did my makeup again. So, I was like, this is going to have to do. And it was right around this corner from the hotel, which a lot of people stayed at these two hotels. It was two of them. So it was like fun afterwards too, but that's another thing. So I get up in there. When I tell you everybody came and showed out for Chicago, okay? They came and showed out. And it was like authentic. People put in work for Chicago, okay? There were so many beautiful, authentic looks. And I think everybody was on the same page, like glam, you know. And but I had some people say, "Hey, what happened to the dress?" And then I had to, you know, I had to explain. You know, I kept it short, but I explained. But a lot of people were still like, "Well, I like your dress," you know. And I had people compliment me and that didn't know about the dress, and they said they liked it. So, and then I even had people say, "Is that a knit?" Like, I can't believe you sold a knit. So I still got some good compliments with the dress, but it wasn't the dress. Like, I wanted to wear that dress so bad. And if I would have wore it like with my hair and I had my little flowers for my Billie Holiday, you know, I didn't really fully complete the look because I was just going with the polka dots and I was rushing. But it all worked out. So I had a Tim Gunn moment. Although I wish I would have had a Tim Gunn moment with the dress. But you know, I couldn't miss out on no Frocktails. I done paid for my ticket, paid for my hotel, done drove all the way down there. You know, so I had to go, and it was a blast. So, like I said, if you haven't been to a Chicago any Frocktails, please do. And I think for sure I'll probably go back to this one last year because it was fun. The food was great, okay, and there were so many people there. I saw I don't like calling them old friends, but I saw friends that I've already made at Frocktails and through Instagram, and I made some new ones. So not as many as I liked because I'm still trying to get out there and be that little social butterfly. But you know, next Frocktails I would really like to. Which the next one coming up, I think it's August 3rd in Baltimore, and it's Be More in Baltimore. That's the theme. And then they just announced, I think it's in Raleigh, North Carolina, they're going to do a Starry Night. So you're going to have to just go to these Frocktail pages and check out the deets so you can get information on those. But please do go to one because they are so much fun. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.